You know, in my life and looking at where I'm at today, and I look at traditional ways of all indigenous people, particularly if or Native people or anybody in this country have gone to the educational enterprise, K through 12, and especially if you're indigenous, you've been very miseducated to the point that you probably can't speak your language or have anything to do with culture because the educational system was not designed to embrace those traits. Actually, it was just the opposite. The educational system was designed to destroy native culture and language, using the school systems to do that. And it's not until lately that the native schools are starting to turn that corner and empower themselves so they can bring back language, bring back culture into their schools. And that's what I call re-traditionalization. But what's happening, we have such a void of the cultural component that there are very few elders that are knowledgeable about culture and indigenous ways of knowing, and then very few that can speak their language to use that knowledge base to integrate it into the school so teachers can use that as the baseline for developing lesson plans. That is the most difficult challenge for any of the Indian schools I've encountered, because all of them are asking for how do you pluralize our curriculum so it has a tribal base approach to teaching and learning. Almost all of them are wanting that answer that question. And I first talked about, well, first of all, if you don't already know that, you've been miseducated. So that's why we have to re-educate ourselves. So I always use the metaphor of the double-edged sword. That on one side of the sword, the indigenous peoples have been miseducated if they have gone through a BI boarding school system, and many times a public school system, because the public schools many times espouse four qualities by the time you finish high school. One, you become very individualistic, very Eurocentric, very materialistic, and very competitive. Competitive, individualistic, materialistic, and Eurocentric. Those are the basic qualities of a public school education. And those are so unorthodox to traditional knowledge, traditional teachings, and to traditional learning for Native peoples. So we have to get back to those teachings, and that's what my work is today. Using the knowledge base that we've learned. Using the best qualities of the past for where we are today to go into the future. That's why I'm in Indigenous Nation Studies today.